quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready. 70 ending. Right. Get it roll. West. Tight down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you. Go.
2nd and 9 now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's play.
2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll set up a throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. Go. 4, Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Watch the slip.
He'll drop the throw.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Go. I got you.
2nd and 15. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carry on Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
36 power.
Now it's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson towards the end zone for Brown. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. To throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play. Well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss. Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
You got tight right there. Check three. Check 24. Check 24. 66. Pull it. Half. 66. Hey, one set. Check. Yo. Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 54. Get that quarterback at all costs.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
55, my God, 55. Watch the screen. Pass.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
54, Mike.
Friday.
Check 3.
Friday.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Kill, turn up. He's coming.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey. Big edge. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert. Alert 3.
Again, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Keep playing hard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. This quarterback now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Watch it, Yo, you ever get tired of seeing me? Get a roll.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I know you feel that.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Go. Check hot route. Hot. Wahoo. 55.
Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now back to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Kill. Check your hot read. Zoom. Go, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. All day, just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Watch the motion. Mike, 55.
Now on first down, they'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Alert flare. Orbit. Rotate, spell, cloud. Yes. 50, 20, go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Right there.
Here's the
54,
Seattle
right
offense
there.
ready to
54,
get this drive underway.
Get him!
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Okay, baby,
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Wilson now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Come on now, let's go!
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, D. Let's. All right, D. Check. Go. Check 50. Check.
3rd and long. It's Wilson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Johnson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Let's go right here now. Let's go. Come on. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jack.
On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
You don't want no problems with me.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Watch twist. Watch twist. H3. 2-8-2. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Again, it's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
Seibert's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Mixon. Finding room at the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He lets, wide open, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's got Fuller. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Stay with your man! Hey, check right, check right! Watch 55! I got it.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. There. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Got it. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. 55. Come on. Check. 55.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. All able to avoid him. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Undercrush, undercrush.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this one left side to Pettis. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
That's it. He's checking. Crash. Jam. Switch.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Take that hand with us. Alert, 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 alert. 31, check 31.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
14.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got this.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Bang, 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 bang. Check the backer, check the backer. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here I come again.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I got you.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, D, pick it up, D. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Check Mike, check Mike.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check.